Welcome to another episode of, I almost said Wyoming Whiskey. Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan. Oh man, brain fart there. I just couldn't help it. I was thinking about this right here. This might be my unicorn here. I've been trying to get my hands on a bottle forever. Found out that the local liquor store here, like a year or two already, had gotten several of these in, but I was not aware of it, and then quickly blew through them. I'm on the list now, so if and when they do get them, I think I'm their best customer right now. They've managed to get me, another E.H. Taylor here. I just picked this up a week or two ago. What did I pay? $43.59. They got an E.H. Taylor rye coming in. My name's on that bottle. They got me a Weller 107 here. Prices went up on that one a bit. I think I paid $50-something for that. They got me another Blanton's, an Eagle Rare, so like all those allocated bottles that, I thought with the new distributor would make it easier to get here in Wyoming, has made it more difficult. We went from having cases of Buffalo Trace for $20 all day, every day to, barely able to get our hands on it, just like many of you around the rest of the country here. But this was one of my unicorns, and not only formerly Stagg Jr., now Stagg, but this particular bottling, which is the, where does it say it? Why am I not seeing it here? This is batch or release or whatever you want to call it. 23C coming in at 125.9 proof or 62.95% ABV. The batch 23C. Heard all kinds of phenomenal things about it. So I really wanted to get my hands on this. Now, my wife, amazing woman that she is, for my birthday, went out of her way, found this, and bought it. Now, in love and also kind of frustrated because she paid like 6 times the price of what it should cost. So, Stagg, if it was fairly sold, should cost $60, $50, something like that. I think that is the MSRP on it. I did see a bottle. Now I'm second guessing up in Garner, Montana, for, it was either $150 or $350, which I was like, yeah, no, not paying that. But my wife found this bottle at a place called Canna Wine Co. out of, does it say, Nashville, Tennessee. And they had several different bottles, so several different batch releases of the Stagg, and you could pick. The older it was, the more expensive it was. So there was a couple of 22 releases. I think they had 22B, 22C. I want to say those were like $4.25, something like that. They were pretty spendy. My wife paid $279 for this, $279.99. However, they did ship it to Wyoming, and they did ship, to most places in the United States. So if you can get shipping, you too can get this bottle for $279.99. So like a little over $300 when you include the shipping and everything. But hey, I was able to get it. My wife got it for me, so gotta love her for that. It's pretty awesome. I've opened her up. I've given it a try, and you know what? I am excited to have had it, to try it, to own it. Man, $300 is so stupid expensive for anything you're gonna drink and piss. If you watch this channel, I have a really, really hard time paying an exorbitant amount of money for things. Whiskey in particular, it's crazy that whiskey's gotten so astronomically out of hand, but people are willing to pay for it. Case in point, I have this for an astronomical price. This is now the most expensive bottle that we own. It was the $280, which is also crazy, Octomore that we have. But this is now takes front and center on that. But it's so nice. Okay, so here we go. Stagg Batch 23C. On the nose, it has the most classic Buffalo Trace nose, where it is fruity, strawberry, jammy, apple, kind of mixed forward with that floral component, sweet hard candy, a little bit of oak, vanilla. The proof kind of jumps out in the glass a little bit and hides some of those components. But man, I mean, again, I'm really stuffing my nose in here, and it's just sweet goodness. I mean, it smells like heaven. It really does. I will, I've only had one sip of this before. I'll tell you this right away. It drinks hot. So if you're not accustomed to proof, or if you don't like proof, you might want to add just a drop of water to it or something. Because, and again, this is going off of memory from the one glass that I've had out of this. It drank pretty spicy, pretty hot. So be aware of that. But man, density it just has, just in the nose, the density of flavor components that it has is, there's like 5 or 6 different things that are hitting you, and they're hitting you with heft. Like, hey, I'm right here. And I personally am digging that. Now, is this one of those things that because you spent so much money on it, you're talking yourself into how great it is? No, this is just that great of a whiskey. I've had, now again, these things are batch, so every year's a little bit different, but I've had the William LaRue Weller. I've had the George T. Stagg. I've had the Handy. I've not had the Eagle Rare 17 yet. That's probably the only one I haven't had out of the antique collection. I've had the entire Pappy lineup multiple times. And the only Pappies that are worth anything to me are the 10 and the Lot B. The 15, 20, and 23, you can have those. I would never pay you a penny for them. And as it just sits here, the density of caramel and sugary sweetness mixed with that fruit just has increased. This at MSRP, fair market value, anything under or around $100 is a instant buy if you can find the 23C. The 24s, all of them are supposed to be pretty good. I'm hoping to get my hands on one. I'm hoping the place here in town ends up with one. But it's not overhyped. It really is that good. $300 good is, oh man, it's so hard to even remotely justify that, but it is good. If you are going to spend that kind of money, this is probably one of the ones to put on the list. Okay, going in for a sip. Like I said, it's very proofy. The proof hits up front and keeps going. But man, strawberries and apple, sweet, jammy fruit up front, carries through with a really nice honeyed vanilla, dense caramel sweetness. Other than the alcohol bite, there is no bitiness on there. There's not like a black pepper or anything like that. I'm not getting any tannic, bitter oakiness. It finishes with the ethanol and the sweet, jammy fruit characteristic. It's just all sweet notes, but it goes up and down, and you just ride the wave. It's jammy, sweety goodness. There is oak in there that presents as an oily oak that is very nice, very subtle. It's not the first chair or anything like that. Even in the finish, it doesn't take the first. It's not first fiddle when it comes to. It's just, if you can't tell, I'm over the moon about this one, and I don't think it's overhyped about how good it is. Maybe the price, but not how good it is. It really is fantastic whiskey. It's everything you expect from a Buffalo Trace product, just cranked up. It is so fantastic. That's really all I got. It's just that fantastic. And like my wife having bought this and got it cross country in November when it's freezing out. Freezing a whiskey is a concern of mine when I buy whiskey, because I really don't want that to impact how it tastes. And this one made it here. It was bubble wrapped really well. I didn't seem to have any issues with it, but man, just sweet, fruity goodness. This is what I always thought when I listened to reviews of the Remus Repeals that I was going to be getting into. And those are good, but man, this is a whole new level because it's the sweet fruit and buttery rich caramel underneath. I mean, I'm in heaven, and I've been rambling for I don't even know how long now, 11 minutes. There's really not that much more I can say about this. If you care to buy one, and you can, canawinecompany.com, CANAWINECO.com out of Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to run you $279.99 plus shipping. And you know what? They have a bunch of other stags available on that website, along with other allocated bottles that are hard to get your hands on. Yes, they're expensive, but if you just got to have one, and that's what my wife said, she's like, you weren't going to get it any other way. So I just went ahead and did it for you. So thanks to her. That's pretty amazing. But you know what? It's fantastic. So if you want to get one, go to that website, pay the money, and never look back. Just forget about it, because is it worth it? Such a loaded question. It's just good. But if you got to have it, go pick it up. Remember, this is batch 23C, and it's ringing in at 125.9 proof. Man. There's just nothing wrong with that at all. It is so good. Oh, all right. So, if you were able to get your hands on a batch of Stagg 29 or 23C, let me know what you paid for it, where you got it, when you got it. Was it recently here in 2024? This is December 22nd, 2024. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. So this is already a year old in the release. So that's already going to make it more difficult to find. But what are your thoughts on it? Am I off my rocker? Am I putting this on too high of a pedestal? I don't think I am. I really do think this is that good a whiskey. This is definitely going to be a special occasion whiskey. But the crappy part is this should be a $60 bottle. Hopefully, during the market crash and everybody going bankrupt and the Great Depression that's staring us in the face right now, hopefully prices of whiskey will come down and we'll all be able to enjoy it with our druthers as we go forward. But for now, man, that is stupid expensive. But stay tuned. We're going to start doing my old batch versus new batch comparisons in the videos to come. I have High West Campfire. I have the E.H. Taylor. I think this is a 2022, and this is a 2024. I got Eagle Rare, Blanton's. They got a Blanton straight from the barrel coming. I'm going to get my hands on that one. The Maker's 46, the Weller 107. And then, I don't know if these are different batches or not. So this one has the batch on the top here. My original one does. This one does not have any batch information on it. I got this one from my buddy in Oregon when he came, and I got this one I bought online out of California, which it's nice that they do have the batch and the bottle number on there. But let's assume that they're different, and because of that, we'll see what kind of flavor drift there is in between those. But I know the rest of these have flavor drift in them. My E.H. Taylor's I like. My Weller 107, you're going to want to watch that review when we go head to head on it, because This might be one of the worst bottles of Weller 107 out there. I'm going to have to look at the date that I purchased this, and that'll give you an... Oh, wait. There's a laser coat on here. Hold on a second. I know this is a Stagg bottle, or Stagg release, but there's a laser coat on here. I don't know if it says... It doesn't really give me... It gives me a number, but I don't know what the number means. I don't see anything that resembles a date on there. So I don't know what year this is from, but I can give you the year that I purchased it, and then versus this year, 2024. I was not a fan of Weller 107, and I tell you what, it is this bottle that swore me off of it because this is not that good at all. Last year in 2023, we picked up 2 bottles for my hunting partner because he loves the stuff. And so we gave it to him as a thank you gift for him giving us Bunahab, our dog. And we cracked a bottle that night, and holy cow, was I in love with that stuff. I said, this tastes nothing like they're not even recognizable as being the same product as the bottle that I have. So this year I bought this. I have not cracked into this year's release to see how it stacks up, but I gotta believe that almost anything is better than my original bottle because it was that bad. So we'll compare those two as well to see how that goes. So we're gonna do some flavor drift or just batch difference comparisons between the High West, the E.H. Taylor, the Eagle Rare, the Blanton's, the Maker's 46, the Weller 107, and then this what is this stuff called? Freeland Spirits Bourbon Whiskey out of Portland. So there you go. Stay tuned for those. Hopefully you enjoy those as well. But as for now, $300 and change, $279.99 plus shipping and handling from Canna Wine Company out of Nashville, Tennessee. This is Stagg Batch 23C. Drop in the comments down below any of your experiences, anything you have to say. Would love to hear about it. Hopefully I sold you on it because it is that good, in my opinion. It's not worth $300, but it's pretty damn good. So with that, thanks for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day. Sorry I rambled for 17 minutes, but anyways, you got a bunch of things to look forward to coming in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully you enjoy. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.